Clapping cheeks and.
Welcome back to Between blah, 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 blah. I'm Brendan.
Already smiling. And I'm Matt.
And I'm Matt.
And
I'm
today,
No.
starting today, we're doing the drink of the week. And we just went to 7-Eleven because we were not prepared.
Oh, that was already on.
And
New
we got
weekly
some
thing.
nasty-ass drinks.
This could be a thing, mostly, likely, every week.
Just trying
for
something new.
as long as the podcast goes. And today we've got Go Smart Cold Organic Pressed Juice, and that's also the same thing pretty much, different flavor, and Remedy
Organics.
Super
Chai
Chai
Fuel.
Yep.
So I'm going to open this up real quick.
Yeah, I'll hold your.
I'll open yours too. Since
We're all gonna be trying them, and we're just gonna.
Oh, that was a good thumbnail pick.
Oh, that one is.
That was,
That one looks bony.
Oh,
or
this one
something.
actually smells so
Here.
good. It smells like chai tea.
this doesn't smell terrible.
Do one
This
of
one
these.
smells so good.
Smell that.
It smells like tomatoes.
Can't reach your thing.
I almost smelled the microphone because I've.
Oh, it smells like tomatoes.
Dude,
Smells
that,
like a
that smells
pumpkin.
really good.
Does it?
I'm down to try that.
Watch this, will be fucking delicious.
Yeah, we should try these ones first,
Oh,
just
fuck,
because
it
it's,
smells like
it's more muddy.
It smells like
Say try the muddy one first.
raspberries.
No,
No.
these two.
Raspberries or strawberries.
This
It's
one
got
smells like really good.
Oh,
tart
we're gonna use
cherry,
or
purple
we're gonna use
carrot,
this water for palate cleanser.
blackberry,
Oh, cup
pomegranate,
clean. Oh,
uh,
my bucket's out there. I can't
bilberry,
dump it.
cranberry, and acai.
Dump it on the floor. I don't care.
Well, I mean palate.
Oh.
Drink it.
Organic.
Okay.
Organic.
Ready?
Yep. This is the one I was just talking about. Berry and bright. Think it. And
It's actually pretty good.
Not
oh,
bad.
it's thick.
Clink
It's
it and
got-
sink it.
It's
Oh.
got seeds.
It tastes like, you know what it tastes exactly like?
V8.
It does
Uh,
taste like V8.
It tastes like strawberry jam or raspberry jam.
Oh, it does. Yeah.
You know, speaking of that V8, the day after we did that podcast, Alex went out and bought some.
Oh,
Did we get a
which
sponsorship?
kind?
No. I said bought some. We're not that good.
Yeah, that's just.
Not yet.
Yeah, I actually like this one a lot. It tastes very much like
How much were
raspberry
these?
jam.
$2.99.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
it's
that
about
much.
the same price. No, kombucha's more, I guess.
Kombucha balls on my
It's
face.
got a. What do you think about the? What do you think about the texture?
There wasn't. It was the seeds.
I didn't think
It was
there
like
were
drinking a
seeds in it.
smoothie.
Yeah.
I bet you if that was like almost ice cold, it would taste just like a smoothie.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
It's kind of thick. It's got a tiny bit of like a gelatinous thing going on. Are there seeds in it?
I got seeds.
I got a little bit of something in there.
Fill her up.
I'll try the gross
You
one.
want it full?
No.
No.
Oh.
It's like this is like
Fill her up.
Oh no.
it says it has like 2 tomatoes, 1.5 beets,
Just give me
12
a-
strawberries,
give
so
me a
that
tiny
might
bit
give you
of
some
that
good
shit.
flavor. Half an apple. What the? They're cheating out of an apple. You want more?
Oh, it's thick.
That's about good.
Oh, it looks like.
18 tart cherries.
Oh no.
Oh no.
This is
One lime.
7 Select Go Smart Cold Organic Pressed
like-
Juice.
Just
Strawberry.
wine connoisseur. There's the beets.
Bring out the beets.
All right. It smells like V8. It's probably not that bad.
You can definitely taste the beets.
I sort of like it.
That's tomatoes, all right.
I can taste the beets in there.
I
Tastes
think
like
the whole
dirt.
thing.
Look at the fucking leftover
I don't
gunk.
drink all of it. but I
Beets
thought-
taste like dirt to
I think
me,
it's
so
decent.
I can taste that. I think so far it's the whatever that other one is.
Whoops.
Berry, whatever.
I like it.
I don't have any paper towels in here anymore.
That's okay.
So
It'll just soak into the wood.
It tastes like
it'll soak into the laminate top.
yeah. It tastes like if you've ever had V8, it's very reminiscent of V8.
Yeah, the tomato kind.
I like it. I don't think it tastes that much like tomatoes. It tastes like probably 70%. What is it? Strawberries? Oh, I don't even know if I can fucking consume that thing.
Oh,
Give this a.
We need to get it closer to the camera so they can see that.
take pictures
Oh,
of it.
doing
And
this one.
you can
over
always
here.
just put it up in a picture on
Oh yeah.
the screen.
Do a video.
I don't. Come on, my phone is the worst.
Yeah, go to that one because it focuses. Yeah. Oh God, we got this thing again. where it's gonna look crappy because of the green screens, and I get to talk into both mics because they're both mine, and this one is yours. They're all lined up. It doesn't even matter.
You should have done it on the stereo setup so
This
that
is-
like
Oh,
you
yeah.
can hear.
Almond milk,
I forgot he was talking.
hemp seeds, maca, cardamom, and prebiotics. Anybody know what maca is?
I don't know, but it's not a probiotic.
Thought like caca, probably.
Caca.
I thought you put some in the. Brandon, don't no. Stop putting more in. That's
so
good.
thick. God damn, it's so thick. Oh, it's mostly water.
Oh, you gave him the most.
Yeah,
I
you
ain't
gave
taking
him a
this before you
fuckload
can
of
put
it.
more in it.
All right, bottoms up, boys.
What is it exactly?
Trash.
Garbage.
It smells like smells like a freaking cinnamon roll.
Yeah, it does
smell like
cinnamon.
It tastes like. Oh, it tastes a tiny bit like.
There's
What's it
cinnamon
called? Shit. The stuff you get at Christmas.
in it. Eggnog.
Eggnog. It kind of tastes like eggnog.
Whoa, it's very spicy.
Mhm.
Like
It's
it's
got a lot. Yeah, it's spicy.
You can taste the spices.
That must. No, what would that be?
it's so gritty.
Probiotics for gut health. I guess that means you're gonna be shitting. So
I already have shit. So oh Jesus!
I just down it.
All right, just chug the whole thing. You've already committed. Oh shit, that's pretty good. I don't know how you do that.
I think the best one out of all.
Alcoholism.
Don't tell my mom.
That's so,
Best one out of all three. I would have to rate
Yeah.
that one.
it's so gritty. It feels like
Yes.
it
So
feels like you have sand in your teeth.
it would be good if it wasn't as gritty.
Oh yeah.
I can't do it.
But that's pretty good. I do like the
What is that? Chia
yeah,
seeds?
water on
Chia. No, it's hemp seeds.
That's right.
chia seeds. My hair just-
You just start growing chia seeds out your dick.
All right, I'm gonna
Alright.
put some caps back on these.
I'm gonna need some of that to wash down that flavor.
Yeah, right. It's all mixed in there and shit.
Well, I'm gonna. Ooh, those are glass bottles too.
Chia.
No, your side has a camera.
Uh,
Your side does not.
Just wash down
Where's
this
the top
nasty,
of that one?
gritty shit.
that one's pretty good.
That is very
I'm gonna
good.
keep this here.
I would 100% drink that again.
You can.
That
I don't know, we'll just set it over
berry,
here. Ask if
berry
you need
stuff. Tastes a lot like
it. We'll take this though.
raspberry or strawberry jam. If you like
Okay.
this, if you like this whole drink taste testing thing, and if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments, or contact us somehow, and
Yeah.
we'll try all your gross drinks and review them.
And then if you pay us, we'll just say they're great anyway.
Or
What's
not.
your? If you could rate this one,
Look at all. Just
It
every
looks like
flavor.
it looks like diarrhea spatter up the side of the
Yeah.
cup.
if you could rate this one, the berry one, what would you get it? 0 to 10?
Probably is 5 or 6.
I would drink
I'd
that.
have to say probably a 7 or 8.
I would drink that regularly.
You know,
I would
throw
give
this away.
that.
I'm not drinking that.
If it didn't have that, like the seeds in it, I'd give it probably like an 8 or a 9.
I don't know. It's kind of like pulp though. Kind of like.
Yeah.
Do you drink orange juice with pulp in it?
Yeah,
I like the pulp.
I'd
Because
give
I
it
usually get the
probably a
extra. Not
7.5.
because there's like extra pulp, and then I don't know. I get the home style a lot for Tropicana. I think. it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What do you think about the other juice one?
Not as good.
I
but
don't like it. It's too tomatoey.
It tasted like beets to me, so
I like it. I think I'd probably give that like a 5.
probably give it a 4.
Yeah. Yeah. What are you gonna give it?
3, 3.5.
Yeah.
I'll probably give this one a 2.
I'd give
Yeah.
that one a 4.
I just don't like the grittiness.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the
It would
flavor.
be a 6 or a 7 if the grittiness wasn't there.
It tastes fine though. I'd say it tastes very like cinnamony.
Yeah.
See, that's I think what it is because I don't really like
It's
cinnamon
like
drinks.
watered down eggnog.
Yeah, without the eggs.
Without the shitty
Probably a,
drink.
probably a
But
5.
we do have this sitting here. And this is
For next
Satan's
time.
blood. 800,000 Scoville unit, chili extract. I bought it because it wasn't supposed to be that spicy, and it was supposed to be like an additive. I got it for my stepdad, and I tried it the night I gave it to him, and it is way hotter than the Last Dab sauce, and there's no way it's just 800,000. So we're gonna set that aside for today, and that will be something we use later on in the future, probably when we do the wheel.
The wheel of misfortune.
Yes,
Exactly.
but we do have something for today that we will do
Insert
Just
picture
getting-
here.
Just getting ready
at
for this.
some point. It is smelling salts, so we'll do that at some point today in the podcast. But
If you want to see
Now-
us do this ammonia or sport raw
Will
smelling salts,
Will that like clear nostrils and shit too? Like, will it make you feel clear?
yes,
I think so. It's just gonna.
Have you done it or just AJ?
AJ and Matt, but I've also seen videos. This one
'Cause
they
mine
said
was
isn't
kinda-
as good as they thought it would be, which I'm pretty sure I read in reviews on Amazon that these weren't that great, and to
They-
get the Psycho brand,
they
but you
tell
kind of get it
you-
off Amazon.
They tell you to put it in water.
Yeah, it's in water already if you shake it.
Sounds like powder to me. I'll hold it.
Don't sniff.
Yeah.
We're saving that for later.
Oh yeah.
I
Water.
did get a little whiff, and it was
Oh,
that far away.
fuck.
Yep,
Oh Jesus Christ.
yep.
Clear.
In close space.
Appreciate how I open that.
Okay. Well, there's a tiny little hint for what'll happen later.
Oh, fuck.
Joke's on you. I got coke. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
But
Oh, fuck. I got way too close to that.
we'll get back to that. Do you guys remember? You might. I wasn't friends with you at the time. I don't think.
Was it before 7th grade?
It was yes.
Then yeah, correct.
So
We're not friends yet.
I got a lot of fun today.
Oh fuck.
Back in middle school.
Some of that.
Some of this.
All that.
You want to smell it?
Nah, you. That'll get rid of your phlegm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually,
Give-
I do
give
want to
some-
smell this. Real
Give
quick.
some of that. That'll get rid of your
it
phlegm
makes
too.
it makes my nose peel. I don't even know.
I gotta be
fucked up.
careful because
Don't even bring
Once it's
that
on your
shit
hand.
around me. 800,000 Scoville
Dude,
units.
that is thick. That is a syrup.
That's like paralyze you.
That
strength.
doesn't even smell good.
no, it doesn't.
That's like something you
Oh,
put
it
a
smells
drop
like-
in chili, and that's
Yeah.
it. Like an entire pot of chili. Just
It's
put
got
one
a-
drop of that in.
Yeah.
Like a vinegary smell.
Yes, it's very vinegary.
It's I think the base is vinegar, isn't it?
I think it's apples.
Red
or
wine vinegar.
Red wine vinegar. That's it.
Vinegar's nasty. You can see the shape of this container.
Looks
That's
like
the
a-
type of container they put poison in. And that's what it is, poison. Probably can't see it behind mine.
I mean, really, it is poison because your body is. That's what. It's an allergic reaction that you're having.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, back in middle school, I used to get picked on all the time for having a unibrow, and so
remember
one day
this.
I went back home and I was like, you know what? I'm sick of being picked on. I'm gonna shave it. And so I grabbed a razor, like one of those disposable razors, out of our cupboard, and I just went groop, right down,
Took his nose off.
and it's pretty wide compared to in between my eyes, and it just sliced off half of my eyebrow
Yeah.
on my passenger side face.
Passenger side. Unless you're in Europe, then it's the driver's side.
And I freaked out, went downstairs. I was like, it's not that bad. And my mom just goes, oh my God, what happened? And I just ran upstairs and started crying.
It's like the you ever watch that movie The Grinch? And they make fun of
Did
him
we
for having
ever watch the movie Grinch?
Oh.
they make fun
yeah,
of him
when
for
he
having a
shaves.
beard in like the fourth
then
grade and
Yeah.
he shaves
all
it
the
off.
Toilet paper stuck to his face or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was just totally shaved off, like clean. And my mom was like, it's okay, blah, blah, blah. Just go to school and tell him that you were giving your little brother a bath. Because at the time, he was like 2.
AJ?
Yeah. And she was like, and just tell him that he grabbed the razor and shaved it off. And I was like, sure, that definitely makes sense.
A 2-year-old just
And so I did. I went with that story, and I'm pretty sure nobody believed me.
well, the good news is that I guarantee nobody remembers this. Everybody's had that kind of experience in their life, though, especially when you're like, I have a distinct memory of being like I don't know, when I first started to get like a mustache. And then as a kid, you're just like totally oblivious to it that you have a horrible, weird, patchy mustache thing growing
just
on
think
your
it's
face.
cool.
Well, mine,
Yeah.
I don't grow right there.
Oh, yeah. I don't grow.
Listen,
on
you
the
couldn't grow
side.
anywhere for the longest time.
I know, and then now it's
Everybody
Looking
has
Making up for
pretty
lost
decent.
years.
Yeah.
those weird memories, though. And I remember my brother coming to me one time, and he was like, "You gotta shave that thing off." And I was like, "Okay, I'll shave it off." And then I just remember it being very awkward, having that weird in-between growth thing, which of course I still have now.
You should see me with a helmet on. This sticks out of the bottom, and it kind of looks like I'm a goat inside of a helmet.
There was one day around the same time period as when I shaved my eyebrow off. We went to camp at this lake near us, and we had silly putty in the back of the car. We were just playing with it, sticking it to different areas in the car to get the little like texture on it. And I stuck it on my leg, and then it had like lines from the leg hair and everything. And I was like, "Oh, this will be cool." Stuck it in my hair, pulled it off. It didn't have that many lines, and I was like, "All right, whatever."
Pinch
And
it.
I held it there for a whole minute. And then I moved my hand, and it didn't come off, and I started to peel it off, and it's just stuck in my hair. And by this time, we're like just pulling in. My parents are getting everything out of the car, and so they're gonna be pulling it out of the trunk, and I'm just sitting in the back seat of the van. And so I just throw on a hat that I don't wear ever. Just throw on this hat, and everybody's laughing, and I'm like, "Shut up, shut up, shut up. We can't tell them." And so I just have this hat on, and I'm just sitting there. They're like, "Are you going to come?" And I'm like, "No, I'm going to stay in the van. We're playing games." And they were like, "Okay." And so I take the hat off, and I'm still trying to rip it out, and it won't come out. And I find this pair of like kid scissors in the back, and I'm just like, I'm just going to cut it out. Huge bald spot in the back of my head.
Still there.
Yeah. And I'm like, whatever, it looks fine. And I'm like, "Hey, sister, does this look good?" I lean over, and she just starts dying laughing. And so I start getting upset. I throw back on the hat and then go out to the bonfire that we were having.
Cries.
And
Sacrifices his body to the fire.
yeah, my sister walks over to my mom, and she says something. And my mom looks at me, she goes, "Brandon, why are you wearing your hat?" And I was like, "I don't know, I want to." And she's like, "No, why are you wearing your hat? You'd never wear your hat." And I'm like, "I just want to. It doesn't even matter." And so she finally she takes me to the camper, and she's like, "Take your hat off right now." And I take my hat off, and she's trying not to laugh. And so, yeah, she's just like trying not to laugh, but she's also pissed. So she's just trying to laugh and yell at the same time. And then I just hid in the camper because as soon as she walked out, she just starts laughing, talking. It gets quiet. And then everybody around the campfire is dying laughing.
So you're the laughing stock of the whole campground.
Yes. And so I went home with my grandparents that night. And I was sleeping in their room. And we were watching a movie before bed. And I'm getting ready to go to sleep. And my grandpa shuts the light off. And he goes, "Brandon, are you on your phone?" I'm like, "No, I don't even have a phone. I'm just laying here going to bed." And he goes, "What's that glowing?" And I go, "Oh, shit." It was glow-in-the-dark silly putty that I had in my hair.
The luminescence.
Yeah. And so he turns on the light, and just right where the glowing spot is a bald spot. And now he starts dying laughing.
Because it's so bald it's glowing.
And I just zipped up the sleeping bag that I was in and just stayed under it the whole night.
It just imparted glow in the dark to your skin.
It's just glowing
What the fuck?
all night. And then, I don't know, it probably took a few days to get out. That's
an
all I
interesting
remember.
one. Just have the glow in the dark bald spot in the top of your head.
So something that we were talking about before we started the podcast tonight was project cars.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Me too.
Was I just happened to pick up a project car, a 1987 Pontiac Trans Am.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. It's got some decent paint for its age.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was out buffing it today. Well, washed it and buffed it today, and probably gonna wax it here in the next couple days. It's just sitting in my garage. Can't be out driving it because salt roads
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and the fact that it's not registered yet.
Yeah, especially you're saying it was a PA car, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
never been on salt.
Yeah, it's got
Well,
that.
The only salt that it has had is from when I trailered it the other day,
Oh, yeah.
like
Yep.
20-something miles, I think it was.
Yeah, it's got that clean underbody, and there's like barely any rust on it. Just some
Surface.
just some tiny little surface rust. I'm very surprised at the condition that car is in. Yeah, and the topic of project cars. If you could have unlimited money, you could buy any project car you wanted. What would you choose? Which
What's
car?
that? What's that GT car? The
GTR?
No, like the classic, bubbly, super expensive. It's the
The
AC
Shelby?
Cobra?
AC Cobra. That's it.
Yeah.
Or GT Cobra or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Shelby Cobra GT.
Shelby
something like
GT. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I think I would get that.
There, I think I may have told you this before, but there's a company called, I think Factory 5
Yeah.
that makes and I think they call it an AC Cobra replica, and you can buy
I'll
the
put it on
whole
screen.
kit. Yeah, put that in the description, man. You can buy that whole kit. I believe. Don't quote me on it, but I think you can buy that whole kit car, the whole thing minus an engine, for about $35,000. And they have tiers of like completeness. And you get the body and all that with it, like the shell, and you basically put the whole thing together yourself, like a Lego kit. And it's super cool. You have to put a picture of it in the description page. I'll put that, put that
Yeah,
in
just
the
get that
description.
kit and then you get a GT500 motor and put it in there.
Yeah. I guess a lot of people put those, I'm not sure what they are. I think Coyote motors.
Yeah,
Or
it's
something.
the higher,
Yeah. One of
higher
those in
Mustang
'em.
motor, I
And
believe.
those things are so light because the whole body of it is fiberglass. They are ridiculously fast when you put those, I think Coyote motors in them, something like that. But those cars are awesome, and that would be a good choice. I think but maybe that's on my top 5 too, probably.
There
That's
was
one of
a
those choices.
BMW that Elvis had that he bought in Europe and then had it shipped back to the States. That's a really nice BMW. I would also get one like that.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I have to put a picture of it up, like.
Yeah, let's see
Right
if I
there,
can
man.
find it.
What's
real
the
quick.
car you would get?
Oh, I don't know. Actually, maybe. I don't know if this would really qualify as like a kit car, but maybe like an older Corvette, like an old Corvette, like 60s Corvette. But if a realistic project car, maybe like a 90s Corvette. I'm not really a fan of the styling and all that, but I just think.
Are you talking like the C4s or the C5s?
Yeah, I think I'm not.
C4s, I think, were up until like 94.
Then
95.
C5, yeah, like
So the image that I'm
97
gonna put
up.
on screen of Elvis's car is after somebody bought it and then refurbished
Let
it.
me see it. Oh, yeah, it's a different car we're talking about. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Also, put up that picture of the AC
Those are the
Cobra.
C5s.
Yeah, C5. Yeah.
I'm
I
not
know
a
where
huge
one's
fan
for
of
sale.
the C5s.
Yeah.
My father-in-law's.
Yeah.
Oh, is he selling it?
Yeah, I think he's gonna sell it.
C5, I think,
He wants to buy a passenger
From-
van.
from just like a straight power choice, something that is readily available parts and stuff like that. There could be so many different platforms that can be modded to use those engines and stuff like that. I think just from a practical choice, I'd maybe pick a C5.
There's a customer that we have that has a C5, and
Right.
he put a trailer hitch on it,
Nice.
and he tows his motorcycle to the Harley shop
People just
with
slap
a Corvette.
There was a
hitch on
guy-
anything.
There was a guy that I used to work with. I think it was the Dodge Stratus that were like super reliable cars, and he would like tow campers, like pretty big campers with that, because he
Yeah.
used to do towing for work, and he would drive all around the country and pick stuff up and tow it.
People
Oh,
are so weird.
The guy I bought my car off of, he has a hitch on his Cadillac. He's got
Yeah.
a Cadillac DeVille.
Yeah.
It's got the, what are they, the North Star V8s in them. and he tows his snowmobiles and everything around with it. Does a good job.
That's pretty cool.
My mom used to have one of those hybrid Ford C-Maxes. It has
Oh,
like an
yeah.
electric engine in it too, and the thing's got like maybe a combined like 100 horsepower ish. And I saw some dude on Reddit who put a hitch on that on
Oh
one
my
of those
God.
things.
It's like putting a hitch on a smart car.
And I'm like, what
Yeah,
are you
literally.
gonna do with that? Yeah, might be able to tow like a person behind you. Yeah,
So I'd have to say for my
touching that.
dream project car, it would have to be the '69 GTO, Pontiac GTO,
Yeah.
and it would have to be the Judge edition.
That would be crazy.
But so I'd have to have the non-convertible.
Yeah.
My uncle had a white one that was convertible, and he wrecked it when he lived in Florida. And I know where one is. It's a hardtop, no convertible.
Nice.
It's in Canisteo.
What?
It's been fully restored, and it's been sitting in the barn
Damn.
ever since.
Nice. Yeah, that would be
How much do those go for fully
Awesome.
restored?
Probably
expensive, right?
40,000, I think.
Damn.
Because I can buy one that needs a lot of work for probably 20.
Yeah. Those are super
Driver's
nice.
condition probably 30.
You know what? Another car, maybe like is it
35.
57 Corvettes,
Oh yeah.
like the
The
original.
original
Corvettes?
Stingrays?
Yeah,
Yeah. Those are awesome. Probably
those
my.
are nice.
What's your favorite Corvette? What
The originals.
What decade?
Either the originals or obviously the split windows.
I
Those
don't
are
know.
nice.
Mine's
Um,
like 72, 73, I think.
I really like the C8.
Yeah. Oh, that thing.
That
is-
car is sick.
That's ridiculous. Every
But-
time I see that car, I'm like, what is that?
So no, never mind. He has a Lamborghini. Ryan Goodrich owns Goodrich Auto Works in
Oh,
Bath. He has a Lamborghini.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking one of the guys I work with was saying something about one of the C8s coming through his town.
Yeah.
And, then it turns out it's a Lamborghini.
Oh yeah. That's the truth.
I've
Every time.
only seen a Lamborghini in real life once.
I've seen probably 3. I saw Countach
Oh yeah.
up in Alexandria Bay.
Nice.
Saw what is it? Probably a Gallardo.
Oh yeah.
And then I've seen him. Actually, you saw one at
They didn't have one at the car show, at the Fireball Run.
I thought they had one.
Nope, they had a bunch of Corvettes. They had a
McLaren.
bunch of.
Oh, they had McLaren.
Yeah, they had a McLaren. They had multiple
Oh.
Ferraris.
Couple
they had
Rolls
everything
Royces.
except for a Lamborghini.
I got a thing for them McLarens. Oh my god, those
They're
things.
the
Oh, yeah.
fastest for the
Sexy as
money.
hell. Yeah. Those
They're nice
things,
cars, though.
just them taillights. Oh my god.
Yeah, the little because they're the McLaren logo.
Yeah, they're so cool.
Or however it goes.
I think
Yeah.
McLaren makes probably some of the best supercars you can buy. If I had the money and I was going to buy a supercar,
Be
that's another
McLaren.
good question for you.
I already
Yeah.
know mine.
McLaren would definitely be top like 3 or 2 for me. Maybe
If you couldn't
Maybe
afford like
more.
a Bugatti or something,
wouldn't want a
super
Bugatti.
fancy like
me
that.
either.
The insurance costs more than the car.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that? How much it costs to get an oil change?
That's
Oh,
ridiculous.
yeah, I've seen a
Put
few of
that
those videos.
in the description, match. It's I think I don't have very good memory. I think it's somewhere in the range of like $25,000 to $30,000.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
To get an oil change, they have to drop the entire engine to change the oil in that car.
So you had
Heard.
like 500,000 to spend on a vehicle,
Oh.
McLaren.
because that could get you like a nice Ferrari.
2 McLarens.
Make it even 3. We'll go 3.
I think you can get a McLaren for around 200,000.
Yeah, I know like the
Depending on the model.
Huracans are like around 250.
I have to really think about it.
Mine would be an Audi R8, guaranteed.
If you could pick, yeah. All right, that's
I think I'd rather have a McLaren.
I just
for the
love.
money.
But
Yeah, have a little
Audi
bit of money
R8s.
left over with the R8 probably.
Yeah, I know. I'd get an Audi R8 and a
And a trailer to haul it with.
For the money, I think
Trailer truck to haul
the
it
best car you could buy, probably in terms of speed for the money, I'd argue is probably a GTR. But yeah, if I was gonna buy any project car with less than 500,000, have you ever seen those? I think they're called CS. I have to look it up. Put it in the description, man. CSC maybe. Ultimate Arrow, I think, is one of these crazy cars, and it was the leading production speed record car for a while, I think.
Actually, no, it'd be a really neat car to have. An aerial Atom.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what those look like.
So there's a guy actually that was across the street from my school that had one in a what are you doing?
I'm just getting this ready.
There's a guy across the street from my school that had one in a storage unit,
Oh yeah.
and he pulled it out and drove it around a couple times and then went and parked it and just left. Like never did anything else with it.
Have you ever heard of those famous people in Dubai that just leave their
Cars in the airport.
cars in the deserts and the
Yeah.
Brandon's gonna be one of those when he goes to Dubai.
yeah, right? I'm trying to pull up this car.
They do that because it is a crime. You can be arrested for being late on a vehicle payment or something like that.
So
And
they just get rid of the car and hide
Yeah,
it.
because like it's like from what I heard, it's like definite jail time if you're late on or if they have to repo it.
Those
So
are
they
an
come to
aerial Atom.
repo it, and then okay,
Put it on the screen.
yeah,
Put that bad boy.
SSC
where
Ultimate
to put
Arrow.
That's that car I think I would pick.
But yeah, so if it gets repoed or whatever, or if they're coming to get repoed, then you can get like definite jail time for that. So they just drive it to the desert because that's where they run out of gas, and then they just walk the rest of the way to like the next country
Yeah.
or whatever it is.
What is going on in your country though? That is a thing that happens.
They have very strict rules.
Yeah.
Not even allowed to masturbate
Or hold hands in public unless you're married.
or swear in public.
Or is
That's
it no?
crazy.
You can't hold hands in public. You can't kiss in public if you're married.
Yeah. it's
Unless you're
crazy.
married. So
That's why
can't kiss
living
in
in the
public.
United, the United States is at the same time amazing and at the same time,
So
Yeah.
Brandon, when you're over in Dubai, don't be holding hands
yeah.
Yeah,
and don't be kissing people
in public.
in public.
You go to jail probably straight away.
We don't.
I'll call you from jail. Hey, yeah, they caught me jerking off.
Yeah, my.
I was in a closet. So what if it was in someone else's room?
Yeah,
All
right.
right, you ready?
No.
Just open it and then we'll all lean in and get a sniff.
Nah.
Nah.
We're doing it separately so that we get the view. And make sure you're facing that way when you do it.
Oh,
And
open that thing
Hold-
over there
keep holding on to the mic
because
so they can pick it
goddamn,
up.
That thing.
Does anybody want to go first?
I'm warning you.
Might as well go in line.
Okay.
Just open
Good
it.
sniff. Good sniff. Do you want me to hold the mic or do you got it?
I'm just taking the cap off.
Okay.
Does it just smell like ammonia?
I don't know. I've
just
never
smell
smelled
it.
it.
Holy fuck! Oh, that burns.
Yep.
Whew!
Get the book down.
Oh,
You can't
fuck.
smell from here.
Holy shit.
All right, that's the end of that.
Dude, I will kill you.
Oh,
Oh.
shit.
It burns.
Yep. Oh, that one's good. That's good.
Woo! That'll fucking wake you up from a deep sleep.
Oh yeah, for those listening, it's smelling salts. That's what we're doing right now.
Shit. Big whip.
Ooh. Ooh. I'm definitely awake for the podcast.
What is that?
It's ammonia.
You fart or is that that?
It's probably that.
I felt like someone shit their pants in here.
Ooh.
Fucking
Get it close. Get it close. Just do it. Just quick. Quick. Quick.
Don't be a bitch.
Look at that camera.
It would probably make me
Shut
throw.
yourself out. Oh no, somebody did fart.
Oh fuck! Oh, that's so bad.
Tim. Come on.
Oh,
Oh, come on.
fuck. Oh my fucking god!
All right, one more, Matt.
Oh fuck!
Fuck you.
My eyes.
No, you're just doing it for fun.
Yeah.
Oh my
Keep
fucking
going.
god!
Oh, that burned.
I feel like my nasal passages are so goddamn
A
wide.
lot of it escaped, but that hurts.
You trying to hold it in?
No, that one wasn't bad.
I definitely saw that would pump you up.
Holy fuck.
Just shake that bitch
Woo.
up. Alrighty.
That's one of the things on the wheel.
You should throw that shit in like the vents of someone's car.
That'd fuck you up.
Started the car.
Just leave it right there. Let's get the old. Let's get the.
Oh, you got it on the counter.
Oh, fuck! I did spell something.
Well, I don't want to waste it all.
Well, just take a triple sniff.
A triple sniff? Okay, ready?
I'm not. No.
Just get on.
No.
Just get in there.
No.
Come on, everybody.
No.
He barely took a sniff, and now he's doing it.
That shit burned.
You got to do it.
No.
Ready?
Nope. Not
All
doing
right,
it.
double sniff.
You guys should kiss.
Ready, set.
Holy
I
fuck,
just
that smells so
throw it
good.
at him.
Oh. That's in my nose.
Oh, dude, this
Oh,
still
it's
burns.
just.
Dude, it burns all the way up to my eye socket.
Yeah.
It's just permanently in my nose now.
I gotta
Close that
wash it
fucking
down with
thing and
some
throw it
cold
away.
organic pressed
Woo,
juice.
Throw that fucking thing away.
Organic
Ooh.
cold pressed juice.
Oh.
Sponsored by. Not these guys.
7-Eleven. Damn.
Hey, it's gluten free, just like the other
Yeah,
stuff.
I think we thought that would be that not bad of a punishment.
I thought it.
I know,
I
yeah.
thought it would be a lot worse, honestly.
You're fucked. What can be? There's only like a few things that can be worse than that, and that's probably one of them. Hours of pain.
Not today.
Shit. Yeah, you're right. That's too much for one podcast.
I'll watch you do it though.
It's too much excitement
If you
for
do
one.
it, I'll watch.
It's sort of like why did Sally fall out of the swing? Because she had no arms. Knock knock. Not Sally. Hey, what's green and has wheels?
Oh, I think I know this one. A green wheel.
Grass. I lied about the wheels.
Like that one that's fucking. What's brown and sticky?
A stick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to add these to the video without me making it.
I have I think a funny joke, but even if it's not funny, you should probably.
I know we have a giant
You
set.
should
It's
laugh.
just really hard to get into my seat.
Yeah.
I'm just.
It's really high up there for him.
I'm just.
Yeah.
He's
Just-
been walking around in stilts all day.
Just trying to get them to laugh at my jokes, no matter what. You want to hear a funny joke?
All right, let's hear a joke.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
No, that wasn't even the joke. All right.
Just let me in.
All right. A soldier survived mustard gas in battle and then pepper spray by the police. He's now a seasoned veteran.
Jesus Christ.
We're about to.
All right.
What,
you
could-
farted.
I did fart.
Oh,
That
you
was-
moved your.
That was my
What?
foot.
Er?
Yeah, that was my foot on down here.
Yeah, like
What
that.
was this?
I told my doctor that I broke my arm in 2 places. He told me to stop going to those places.
I've heard that one.
That one's funny. That
Uh,
one's a joke I would tell.
Yeah. If life gives you lemons, you're probably dyslexic.
What?
Because lemons, melons. If life gives you lemons.
That no.
It's supposed to
that's-
be when life gives you melons, you're probably dyslexic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, but it's melons.
No,
no, are you dyslexic?
No.
The statement is
Is-
supposed to be,
I
oh,
know.
when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade.
I know.
When life gives you melons, you're probably dyslexic. They wrote it wrong, probably.
Melons. No, it's melons because you're dyslexic. Are you fucked? What do you think?
I
This?
can't wait for this to go back and recording, and then he's just gonna hear himself.
Am I saying it wrong?
All right, so
I said. All right. What do you think this joke is?
no, that's no. You said it right the 5th time. The other 4 times.
I said it wrong.
You said lemons.
Ah.
And then he argued with me.
I thought I was saying fucking melons. I don't know.
He goes, "No, the statement is lemons," and you go, "No, I know, but you're dyslexic. It's lemons."
Fucking Goshen possessing me again. Bullshit.
Oh. Okay.
That's fucking
That was
stupid.
it.
Hold on, I got
No, that was the funniest joke. Good job.
Hold on, I gotta.
When life gives you pots instead of stop. I don't know.
Nice.
I don't know. Bad joke.
So yeah, the one thing that
No
we were
more funny
playing
jokes.
Wander the other day, and somebody brought up
VR
about
game.
these birds falling out of the sky, which I saw on Reddit or something a few days prior to that, but nobody else heard about it. So, I think it's
Were they-
Chihuahua, Mexico.
Were they pigeons? Because if
They
they
were-
were, they're government spies, and the
Birds
batteries
aren't
died.
real.
They were
You ever seen Pigeon Nest?
they
No.
were like yellow-headed,
Exactly.
some yellow-headed bird that migrated from Canada.
Oh, the smooth knobtail gecko.
Even birds are trying to flee Canada.
And yeah, yellow-headed blackbirds migrated from northern Canada to Mexico for their winter, and there was just a flock of them, and they just fell out of the sky. Security camera footage just shows a shit ton of birds just falling out of the sky all at once, and then a bunch of them get up and leave, and then there's a bunch dead on the ground.
Probably acid rain.
And yeah,
Pollution.
so I guess the local vet was looking at him and said they don't know what's going on. They said it could have been either from toxic fumes from a heater nearby or electrical power lines.
Probably not power.
Yeah, probably not power
Unless
lines.
They all had a heart. They touched a power line and then all got up and flew away and then had
Yeah.
a heart attack at the same time.
I'm actually gonna show you guys the video here real quick. Then we'll display it on screen.
Put it in the description. Or put it
I
right,
got a fucking ad.
right there. Right.
Okay, let me pause it real quick. All right, and
Is these birds falling out of the sky?
yeah, somebody press play. Play. Watch. Oh, okay, it takes longer than the.
Holy fuck. That is a lot of birds.
Yeah.
Right there. Put it right there. Holy fuck.
Yep.
That is
There
like-
was a shit
that is
ton of
probably
them.
tens of thousands of birds. At least one 10,000.
At least 10.
Wow.
There's like 100 million billion there.
It's got to be at least a Googleplex of birds there. It's got to be at least 10 to the E of 25 birds there.
It must have been a blackout area where there just wasn't any.
Yeah, the birds
Wi-Fi
probably blacked
or
out the windows
5G.
there for a second.
Yeah, after seeing that, probably power lines.
After seeing that, I think
Do
it
you
was
think that many birds were just sitting on power lines?
Have you ever seen that video of
Ow.
all them birds on power lines?
No.
There's a lot of birds on power lines.
Have you ever been in a big city with a lot of birds and power
Have you ever
lines?
seen power lines?
You ever seen a bird?
Yeah, those are birds.
Birds are fake.
Birds are fake.
They're FBI surveillance
Birds are
cameras.
definitely not real. If you've ever seen a bumblebee,
Yeah.
that's all you need to know.
No. Exactly, they're not real.
Exactly. They're not real.
Have you ever seen a bumblebee? Not anymore. They're going extinct. No.
It's like that thing people say, have you ever seen your neighbors bringing in groceries?
I
Yeah.
have.
And then people are like, exactly, that's why they're all robots. Some stupid bullshit about how we're in the simulation, which we definitely are, but not because your neighbors don't have groceries.
So speaking of simulations, my manager said something, or we were talking about it the other day, and he's like, "What if we're just in like a purgatory? Like, something happened. I think it was in 2012 or some shit, and
Did you know that if you commit war crimes, you don't go to purgatory, you go straight to hell?
I've seen that. That's from that fucking
It's from some
some
asshole in Russia.
but anyways, so like, what if we are in just in purgatory, and everything bad that's happening is just because we're just matter that's burning off, and everything's just decaying."
I have strong opinions about simulation theory, and they're mostly that
If we're
it's
matter,
true.
does anything matter?
No,
and that
I'm just mad.
lose sleep at night because
I'm not her.
I think that simulation theory may actually be true. If you think about how many years humans have been around, in my memory, it's like somewhere around the 2 million years, right? At least in
Put it in the
I've
description.
never met a 2 million year
our current history. But when you go back and you think about how many years the universe has been around, 14.5 billion-ish, I think, the universe has been around. What is to say that, or to then that what is
What is it?
All right,
To
let's
not
get to the
say.
point.
what is to not to
What
say
is-
about the
What
no,
is
but
thy
actually,
reason for
that
being here?
there's a decent chance that before we were around, that another civilization that is potentially more intelligent than ours has created a computer that we're all living in, and our history is just taking place in this computer. I mean,
I would say that sounds like a lame ass
we
simulation.
got a hair. There it goes.
I would say that sounds like a lame ass simulation, but so many people play Sims.
Well, the truth is that we are in a simulation, and
I have proof.
No, but actually, a lot of people believe in simulation theory, and I'm like kind of on the fence about it because the universe has been around for so freaking long, and just in the last, less than 100 years, we have all of these computers and all this crazy stuff that we have is we've done in less than 100 years, and the universe has been around for 14.5 billion of those years. What's to say
but
that
the thing is, people have been alive for a shit ton
2
of
million?
years. And
At least?
there's always got to be like a certain
Non-contributors.
time. Like, what if you were born 2 years after? You're like, yo, we just figured out computers in 2 years, and people couldn't figure that out in a million. It's like, no, we didn't figure it out in 2 years. We figured it out in leading up to the 2 years that it has been around.
That's true, but computers themselves have only been around. The type of computers we use today have been around for less than 100 years. That runs everything. All those computers that have been around have only been around for less than 100 years. That runs everything in this
Yeah,
room.
because once you find something that works, you just improve on that.
Yeah, but the idea is that we've made all this progress, and since
How long have we had wheels and they still go flat?
that's a
well,
whole
they got
different
run
thing.
flats now.
We're talking about
Or,
technology.
Yeah, run
here.
flats and the other.
Well, they still go flat.
The military uses them. They have like a web inside of them.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Wheels are a fucking simple ass thing. Computers are not. And 14.55 billion years of history.
I
And
mean,
just in the last
in the
100
grand
years.
scheme of things, computers aren't that complex.
Well, yeah, of course, in the universe, but we're talking about humankind. We're talking about
If we're talking about how like humans came to be, computers aren't that complex.
exactly. But in actuality, in 14.5 billion years, the universe has been around. That is so fucking
So,
long.
do you think we're gonna create computers and then create a simulation, which ends up at the same point we are right now, making
No,
a podcast,
no.
making a shitty podcast,
We are the
talking about
controller.
simulation theory,
That we
about
will be
simulation
the
theory?
controller of the simulation?
Are we the
Possible.
third gen simulation?
Nobody knows.
Are we the Ryzen 5?
Nobody knows.
Oh, okay.
I think you're trying to make a joke out of simulation theory, but you're doing a bad job.
No, it was no, it was actually just kind of going in on it, but then it started to become a joke. But no, like, what if we're in a simulation, but the people above us are also in a simulation?
It's very possible.
It's just like fucking Groundhog's Day. It's a loop after loop
Or
after loop.
what if we're the start of the simulation?
That we are base reality.
Yeah.
That we're not in a simulation.
Yeah,
right
and then
now.
we just make a simulation.
Uh,
I mean,
some people,
We did.
we already have AI.
VR.
VR.
some people, aka Elon Musk, thinks that there's basically a 1 in a billion chance that we are base reality, that we're not in a simulation. But what he's basing that off, no one knows.
Yeah. I
but-
mean, I could.
But
Pipe
if you
dream.
just think about basically the length that the universe has been around and how long we've been fucking around with computers, I guess maybe that way, but I don't know. There is a possible chance that we are currently living in a simulation.
Also, does space keep expanding, or are they just saying that because they can't get to the end of it?
Well, we have recently figured out that space is flat from our perspective, from our relative perspective.
Yeah.
But we also, for a long time, thought the Earth was flat because it's just a huge-ass ball. So is space just a huge-ass ball that just looks flat from where we are, or is it actually flat?
Who knows?
And if it's flat, it means it's likely infinite, right? Or is it just a big fucking donut?
Something flat, infinite.
It doesn't have to be, but in this case, space, from as far as we can fucking see, looks to be.
Pretty
They say
infinite.
that space is always expanding, but where's the proof that it's expanding?
Well, you can see because
I mean, I haven't done research, so I'm not making a point at all.
you can see because redshifts. When you look at, I don't know much about this, but I know that the whole idea that you can figure out why space is expanding is because the Doppler effect. You know, when like an ambulance goes by and it's coming towards you, it makes a different sound. It goes like wee 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 like that. It's because the waves of sound when they're moving shift differently when they're speeding up or something like that. So basically, we
So
can do
space is making noises.
we can do the same thing with light, which is also a wave. Of course, we know now, and we can see now that the further away things get, their light changes, something like that. And the further away they get, we can tell they're accelerating because their light is shifting towards red. And if things are slowing down, they're shifting blue. Something like that. And then we know for sure that space is expanding. We just don't know how fast it's expanding or where. The real question is, where did it start expanding from? Did it start expanding from the middle of the whole thing? Did it start expanding from Earth?
Do you think we'll have
Unlikely.
any proof of extraterrestrial activity in our lifetime?
Oh,
I hope so, but I don't know.
No, come on. It's been. We have so many movies. Like, come on, you're the stars.
if you don't believe in ET
No
and
pun intended.
all extraterrestrial life, I don't know what you're doing, but it is almost certain.
Yeah.
I mean, in just a mathematical reality, it's almost guaranteed. I mean, you almost don't even have to say the almost.
You can't believe that you're the only thing out there.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, you're sitting right here.
Yeah.
You just kind of like gave me like slutty eyes. Like
Yeah.
Well,
I thought about
obviously-
making it sexual, and then I just
you kind of did.
turned my head.
Obviously,
Thumbnail.
You're my world.
Timestamp.
obviously. But yeah, in reality, I think that
Timestamp.
Sorry to the listeners.
obviously, no.
Jesus Christ.
Headphone warning. After the headphone warning happened. But yeah, for real though, aliens definitely exist. Multiple people have witnessed aliens, including my mother. I've told you about this. I
Oh,
don't think I've
yeah.
ever told you about it. When she was going to college.
And then you have
in
proof that she's not lying.
Nazareth, yeah, I talked to the other person that was there. And he just corroborated the same
So they
story.
went to Nazareth. They took acid, and then
But basically what happened is when she was going to college in Nazareth in upstate New York in the 70s, late 70s, she was driving home with her then boyfriend, and they were going past Lake Ontario, which is very close to here. And
Basically an ocean.
yeah, Lake Ontario's huge. But they're going past Lake Ontario, and I guess over the hills they saw this gigantic, like, I've asked her, she estimated it was like in the range of like 20 to 40 feet diameter. This light, basically shaped like a saucer, came whipping over like basically as fast as you can see, just went boom right over their car.
Stopped instantly.
And as they're going through these crazy winding roads, on their way back to Nazareth, I think, this thing was following them the whole way, just like this, all along the winding roads.
you gotta explain it for the.
For the
Listeners.
listeners, it was hovering
Dipping it
over
down.
their car perfectly, the whole time, not deviating, made no sound, completely silent. And she said the light was so white that it should have been blinding, but it wasn't blinding. It was like a very bright but soft light at the same time. And it followed them the whole time, made zero noise. She kept looking out of the window and was freaking out. And her boyfriend at the time was flooring it as fast as he possibly could. And this light just hovered over them the entire time, following them. And then eventually, after like maybe an hour of following them, it just went boom and just went over the hill and disappeared. And basically they were freaking out. It followed them the whole time. And I talked to her then boyfriend, actually recently, and asked him about it. And he corroborated the exact same story and said that that's exactly what happened. Basically because of that, I believe in UFOs.
Well, anything flying through the air that you don't know what it is a UFO.
Also,
But
my
yeah.
brother got abducted,
And probed.
which I guess he says actually happened. I don't know. I talked to him about it recently, and basically his story is that one night he was sleeping.
I mean, it's got to be Nick, right?
It was Jimmy.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that changes it. Never
Was it
mind.
when he's in Australia?
No, it was
It's why he was in Australia.
he was a kid when it
Teleported.
happened. I don't like probably less than 15, older than 8, somewhere in that range, and he was just in his bed one night, and I think I'm definitely gonna get this story wrong. I think he saw like a light through the window, and he woke up in the middle of the night, and at the foot of his bed were three, it's like tallish, like shadow things going on. And then he had a loss of time, which is a common thread with lots of these abduction, alien encounter things. People have a loss of time where it's like going under anesthesia. You'll black out, and then you wake up in like the morning as if nothing happened. And that's exactly what happened to him. He saw these three things, and then had a loss of time, woke up in the morning, and didn't even know what happened to him. And he says it was aliens.
Whenever we were up at your house and we always made those forts out in the living room,
Yeah.
we would always see the helicopter come by with the super bright UV light or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And every time we were like, yo, is that a fucking alien? Is that an alien? And we would just sit there and like hide a little bit and then look. And like they'd shine it basically in the house. And we're
Yeah.
like, oh shit, there's aliens out there. And we were hiding.
That
And
happened
then-
a couple times.
It happened like 3 times. And 2 of the times you ran into your parents' room and you were like, I think there's aliens outside.
It was some weird, unexplainable stuff, though. There was,
And yeah, they were like, shut up. It's just a helicopter. They're looking for weed.
but they used to. There was a weird. I don't think you were there this time. That a light came shining in, like maybe like 9 o'clock, and in our old house we had like this big front window. There's like doors, and a light came shining in from the ground one time. A super bright light into our windows,
It's the
and
mole people.
we actually went outside
The people that live inside of the earth.
and looked for mole people, and there was nobody. It was just a very weird, super bright light shining in through the window. Bad transition. Have you ever had some kind of weird experience like that
How is that a bad transition?
with? Because it's just like I just end the story and then.
Right in.
Boom.
Okay.
You ever had
not
an
personally, no.
experience like that, or know someone close to you that has had an experience?
Well, my grandpa, he just bullshits all the time, so I don't know if they're real. So I'm not even gonna tell him.
I don't know of any experiences.
Yeah, nothing.
I've never been
Personally.
abducted either.
We went to Cherry Springs State Park,
All that.
which is the closest place to us with basically zero light pollution, and you can just see a shit ton of stars at night. And every time we go there, we just sit there and try and look for UFOs. And there have been a few times where, like, because you can see the jets, they got blinking lights or whatever.
Weird
and
stuff.
Yeah, you can see them. And then there's always just like the one that's like super far up, and it's just one light, and it just moves, and then it goes up and then moves. So we have seen like stuff like that, but
There's some stuff. It's very dark there, and your eyes can kind of play tricks on you.
yes,
When
we
you're
have
there.
figured that out too.
There's some stuff that may or may not be happening, where you see stuff like lights just going doom 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 doom.
Yeah,
doom,
like
doom,
up and
doom,
down.
like that. Up and down for the listening people. Lights going all zigzaggy and shit.
But usually, whenever we see that, we'll stop and be like, "Hey, you see that star over this way? Is it moving to you?" And then we'd be like, "No, it's just sitting still." And they're like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Close your eyes." And then
it's
Because if you
It's just
focus
sitting
on one,
still.
then the other one looks like it's going out.
yeah,
it's incredibly dark there,
yeah.
and the eyes can really mess with the darkness and the light. Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. If you can go to a place with zero light pollution, or basically, I would definitely suggest going. It's a lot of fun. We've been there 3 times, I think.
Yeah, multiple times. They're having another star party soon.
Oh yeah.
Where basically it's just a new moon and there's
Okay.
zero darkness.
Speaking of something you should try if you can get one near you, go to float therapy. It is the best. It is very comfortable.
We need to go there. again.
And yes, we've gone once before, and we just every year we're just like, we need to go again. We need to go again,
And never go.
and we just haven't gone.
I haven't gone yet. I gotta go. I want to go.
Oh, it's
I'm
awesome.
definitely down to go again. It's relatively expensive. You float there for 2 hours, and it sounds very boring, but the 2 hours flies by, and
It's 'cause you're being abducted.
Yeah, yeah, basically.
It's they call it sensory deprivation,
Yeah, that's what.
where it's basically a coffin shaped thing that has water in it that is the exact temperature of your body.
Salt water, so you float.
Yeah, salt
yeah,
water.
it's got like 1,000 pounds of
And
Epsom salts in it.
You float in it, and you close your eyes. It's totally dark in there, and there's no sound. You can't hear anything outside of it, and it cuts off your senses and makes your brain, when your brain doesn't have input coming in, it makes up its own stuff pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Don't
pretty
you start
cool.
hallucinating and stuff a little bit?
Yeah,
It can make you hallucinate. I get scared in it a lot because the tank, when you get in it, it's actually a pretty small tank, but I'll get lost inside of it. I will be like sitting in there and it's totally dark, and it scares you because you can't feel the bottom of it sometimes, even though it's like literally 6 inches thick, deep, and you get lost. You're like, where am I? What's happening? You get very disoriented.
I need to reset the cameras, and
Yeah,
then I
sorry.
have a story.
North Carolina. I was camping, and we're at I think it was Tuckahoe State Park, and like real nice campground for what it was. Like not huge, just nice landing pad, and camping there. And all of a sudden, I get a severe weather warning on my phone, and I was like, oh, okay, we're probably getting heavy rain. And I looked at it again. It said severe thunderstorm. I was like, well, I've never been in a severe thunderstorm in a camper. And my camper is a hybrid camper, so it's got 10 ends on the outside of it. So Brandon will put in photos.
Brandon does not exist. Midge, put it down there.
Now it sounds very sketchy.
Okay. We're just gonna cut that part out. Cut that.
We're not gonna cut it. Just keep going.
So a picture of it will be on the screen of something like it. But anyways, it starts downpouring. I have my awning in and everything. And we're just sitting in there in the camper, just air conditioners going because it was pretty warm out. Just watching a movie and stuff, and then started really coming down. Like I could hear thunder in the distance. I was like, I should probably go to bed. It's probably 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, somewhere's in there. All of a sudden, like I'm just laying there sleeping. I hear a bang out in the distance. I was like, man, that was kind of close. I was like 2 miles out, and I get up, get out of my bed, sit on the the bed where the dinette is, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm just Googling stuff like, what happens if you get struck by lightning?
What
in your
happens when
camper?
you die?
I was like, what happens if you get your camper gets struck by lightning?
Yeah.
And I'm like, Jesus Christ! And about 2 seconds later, I can hear another bang. I was like, this one's about a mile out. I was like, holy shit, something bad's going to happen tonight. And so I went back to bed. Alex was in the back bed because she was sleeping with Carter. And then out of nowhere, it's probably 10, 15 minutes. I'm just fucking deep in my head like, holy shit, we're probably going to get struck by lightning
Going
tonight.
down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I see a bright fucking flash and a bang all at once. Actually, the sound was before the flash.
Yeah.
But just bang, and I look out. Well, I freak out. I fall on the floor, just sitting there having a panic attack.
Oh yeah.
And Alex is like, "You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Nothing's matter. You're fine." All the power went out in the camper.
That'd be freaking out.
So
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh shit! Like something bad just happened." And then I was sitting there probably half hour. Then I look out the window, and just to see if anyone else has power on. And I see across the way, there's a van. Headlights were on, and taillights were on. I was like, what the fuck? And just sitting there thinking for a little bit. I'm like, I'm going to give it like the baseball rule. What is it, like half hour after thunder? Or is it an hour?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I think it's an hour until you can play again.
Something like that, yeah.
So I was sitting there. I was just waiting. Finally, it clears up. Rain goes away for the most part. I throw on my rain jacket, went outside. I'm just walking around, checking everything out around the camper, making sure nothing fell. Sorry, I'm cold, so shaky.
He's reliving the experience.
I am a little bit.
Yeah, it's
The breaker on the camper was kicked off, like it blew.
yeah.
My surge protector was fried.
Oh, geez.
damn.
Thank God I had it, or else that would have been my camper that was fried.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, fuck, gotta get a new one of these. So I just unplug it from there, plug it in my generator. And I was like, Alex, if this goes on for too long with no power, I'm starting the generator.
Oh, yeah.
And then we start walking down to her sister's camper, which was down around the corner. She had power. On the way back, there's a bunch of people around the van that had the lights on. I was like, what's going on over here? And he's like, our fucking camper was struck.
Oh,
Jeez.
shit.
This is literally so from us to my front porch.
Yeah,
Close.
so probably like 100 feet, 200 feet,
Probably 100 feet.
somewhere around there.
But so the people that was their camper, they were across the street in their friend's camper, and they were about to go to bed in their own camper. But their friend was like, "No, let's play one more game." Because they're playing a card game.
Damn.
They're like, "Let's play one more game, and then we'll call it a night." They're playing a game, bang! So it struck the tree directly behind their camper. Actually, I have pictures of it.
Jeez.
Struck the tree.
Description.
And then it jumped from the tree to, because they were in a pop-up camper.
Yeah.
Hit the frame of the camper, like on the
Yeah.
bed.
Holy
Went up
shit.
the bar, welded the bar solid.
Jeez.
Burnt all the electrical out of the camper. It
Aw.
blew the plug out of the pedestal, and it smacked the side of the camper. Burn up the entire end, burn up the entire pedestal.
That's nuts.
Their van wasn't connected to the camper, but it jumped from the camper to the van,
Jeez.
fried the electrical system in the van.
Holy shit.
That's some power right there.
And I was like, holy fuck, like, that
Yeah.
doesn't happen. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Those,
let's see if I can find
it's like airplanes. They build them to be Faraday cages. So if they
Yeah.
get struck by lightning, it'll move around it. I
Yeah.
wonder if most of those campers would act the same.
And then,
It'd probably
so
protect you.
there was someone next to him in the next site down.
Well, that's what they do with vehicles. There was
Yeah.
a vehicle. I saw a video on YouTube. You can probably find it everywhere. But it's just this van that was struck by lightning, and it was somebody with their dash cam behind them, and the car just shuts off. And they
Yeah.
just stop, basically. And everybody in the vehicle was alive, fine. They weren't hurt, but yeah, just
Faraday cages. Yeah.
destroyed the car.
It's like those. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
So the people that were next to him, they were in like a really nice Mercedes camper,
Mhm.
like a class
Yeah, one of those.
C. But they didn't have a surge protector either.
Oh.
Their slide was out on the camper. Fried the computer inside the camper,
Oh.
or inside the van thing. Made it so they couldn't push in their slide. So I saw them out there with wrenches and stuff, taking stuff out of it, and they had to manually push in their slide. There was about 3 tow trucks that came that morning
Damn.
and
Jeez.
towed stuff away. I'm trying to find the photo. I have it in here somewhere.
But yeah, with when you were talking about the
Faraday
sleep
cages?
deprivation,
Oh, yeah.
and I audibly gasped. I remembered a dream that I had. Oh wait, here's the pictures.
So
So for the audio listeners,
that's
it's
where
just-
it burned out, and it blew part of that's burnt wire right there and burnt board.
oh, you actually showed me this, but you didn't tell me the story.
I have this still. I think it's right over there
Yeah.
actually.
Jeez.
But
Yeah,
this
when lightning
was that day.
strikes.
I know I have one with that right there.
Have you ever seen those pictures?
That's
of-
where it jumped to on the camper,
Oh damn.
and it blew that
Jeez.
corner out.
Yeah, have you ever seen those pictures of people that have gotten struck by lightning, and they've got the
My old manager's son was struck by lightning
Jeez.
last summer.
I'll have to,
He survived. He's got the veiny.
yeah,
fucking-
you get that
Oh,
that
yeah.
I forget what they call it. Oh, you do that when you just burn wood like that.
Oh,
you
like
put
the,
the-
arcing style or whatever it is.
Yeah,
What
there's
is it?
a word
can't
for
remember
it.
what it's called.
Electrical. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
It's electrical
people
burns.
get that on their backs.
yeah,
and
that's
they're-
crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had a dream the other day. I don't think it was last night. I think it was the day before. And in my dream, we were recording a podcast. And spoiler alert, we're in a garage.
Yes,
But I was with a camera on the other side of the screen. I'm ruining the immersion, but on the other side of the screen.
Passing through the fourth wall.
Yeah, there's we're on a slab here, but past that is just gravel. So I was standing in the gravel, and Matt was like talking on the podcast, and then he tripped on something and fell down. And so I'm recording and I'm like laughing, and then he's like trying to get up, but he can't really get up. And so it cuts from that to me watching the video on my computer at that point, and I scroll into the comments and people are just giving me shit. Like, I am the worst human being alive. They're like, you should have helped him up. He obviously couldn't get up.
This is me that's
Yes.
falling?
He couldn't get up because he's
I'm
disabled.
falling. I couldn't get up.
He's life alert.
And so then
Fuck, he's disabled, bro.
I start commenting back, and I'm like, I know
I know he's disabled.
we were
That's why I left
gonna
him
help
down.
him up, but
Disabled
we're just
in your
not used
dream.
to him being like this.
Whoa, what?
And I felt really bad. I was like, damn, I should have helped him out. I just didn't think about it. And in my dream, you lost your left hand. It was just a stump.
I
And so
couldn't
you were
get up
like
'cause
trying
I-
to pick yourself up because you had the microphone in one hand, and then you don't have another hand.
I wouldn't just drop the microphone.
And I was
I'm
just
like,
recording you trying to get up with your stump. And yeah, everybody was just calling me an asshole. And I was like, I know, I'm just not used to him not having another hand. Like,
in
it
that
just
situation,
happened.
you would be an asshole. If I had a stump and I'm trying to get up with the microphone in my hand, I can't get up. And I'm trying to push off with the stump, and I just fall over.
And I just woke up feeling so guilty.
Oh yeah. It's like those. You ever see those stupid like memes? I think is the correct term. And it's like in my dream, my wife was a worm, and then when I woke up, she was mad at me because I didn't pick her up when she was a worm, and shit like that. That happens.
Alex was mad at me one time because she had a dream that I cheated on her.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
It's
People
like-
have that often.
It's not my fault you're having these shit dreams.
Yeah. I had a weird dream. It's probably not even podcast worthy. It's very anticlimactic. But I had a dream that Brandon was trying to break into my mom's place of work, and our other friend, Madge, I was like, yo, Madge, I need you to go buy me a bunch of chemicals. And he was like, all right. And then he bought me these huge 50-gallon drums of chemicals, and I made a bomb with them. And I was like, all right, I'm going to place this bomb in this place where Brandon is, this place across the street. And I was like, and I'm going to blow him up. And I ended up blowing up like 50 other people. And I successfully blew up Brandon. And then I went to jail in the mountains, and I had to, I had to sleep on a slope for the rest of my life. For the rest of my life, I just had to sleep on like a slippery slope in like a mountain jail. That
That'd be a
was
hell
it.
of a punishment.
Yeah, seriously.
You have any other weird fucking dreams? I can't think of any.
One of the best dreams I had was when all of our listeners rated us on Spotify and subscribed to us on YouTube.
On YouTube, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. If you buy our merch, it's in the description, man.
Yeah.
No,
You
we
got
don't have any merch.
that I don't know about?
But we can make merch if you really want us to make merch.
We have no viewers. But I hope after this episode, because this one was
That's an
probably
epic
one of our best episodes.
Especially with smelling salts.
Yes, we
Oh,
started this
Jesus
episode
Christ.
talking about how we were not prepared, and we're an hour and 20 minutes in?
It's a particularly long one.
Yeah. But
If you want us to make more long ones like this, or from longer, shorter, they're gonna be all over the place, pretty much.
Just let us know.
yeah, on Spotify, each episode has a question on it. Usually it's just what we should talk about, but I think for this one it'll just be what types of dreams have you had that are
Yeah.
very interesting.
Put it in the comments.
Yeah, we'll definitely
Not
in
in the
the comments on
description this
YouTube,
Put that
Um,
in the description.
and then put them on Spotify as well. We'll
You have any-
definitely read through them.
Super weird
then-
dreams.
Have a laugh, have a
Yeah.
cry.
We'll talk
If
about
some of
them.
them are good, we'll talk about them on the
Talk
next
about
podcast.
them next time. Yeah. Some of them are good. They probably only get like one.
Yeah.
And just
But we'll
remember,
talk
don't let your
about it.
dreams be dreams.